What is going on, guys? Welcome back, and we're gonna be discussing Beam today. Is it alive? Is it dead? It had a huge run up from last year to now, so let's see what we could find. Right now, Beam is around $858 million in market cap. Huge shout out. I'm gonna shout out Ricky. He was the one that told me what I think about Beam, and I was gonna do Beam anyways, like next week, so I thought I might as well do it now. It's sitting about 1 cent. Number 79. It has circulating supply of 79%. Is circulating. Max supply is 62 billion Beam tokens, and fully diluted market cap is around 1 billion. From the all-time high, which was back in March, is down 61%. So not bad. From the all-time low, it's up 304%. And it looks like it wants to run a little bit higher. And community sentiment is at 92%. So full transparency, I am invested in Beam. It's one of my largest holdings for gaming. So I just wanted to let you guys know. So the Beam token, what is Beam? It serves as a native crypto asset for the Beam network, a gaming network empowered by Merit Circle DAO. Beam is an ecosystem where gamers and developers come together to shape the future of the gaming industry. One of its core components is the Beam SDK, which is a flexible software development kit that enables game developers to choose between a variety of tools that can be used to fuel and structure their in-game blockchain elements. So they basically want to be like a big gaming, development company that all games can kind of coincide, right? And have huge investments from almost everywhere in the gaming blockchain space. So these are the holders. Primarily, I think this is Foundation Holdings, then Binance have majority, Bybit, Crypto.com. So pretty standard. Don't see anything off the rail. I couldn't find exactly tokenomics since they changed, but from my understanding, it's still the same as Merit Circles. So the decentralization score is 63, so a little bit more decentralized than the ones we've seen so far. And they have this mint function that we just need to check out. So the contract may contain additional issuers functions, which could maybe generate a large number of tokens, resulting in significant fluctuations in token prices. So always make sure, to keep a hold on that. And 74% is between the top 10 holders. So obviously I have to mention that beforehand. So we can see here, community incentives have 29%, team advisors have 20%, early investors have 14%, liquidity rewards 10%, DAO Treasury 15%, public distribution 7.5%, and retroactive rewards 4%. From my understanding, this is what they're doing. This is an article from Beam, from Merit Circle from 2021. But from my understanding, this is still they're still following these footsteps. So let's talk about on-chain metrics. The on-chain metrics, active addresses, is not a lot. It's currently 202 addresses, and even this is kind of flonky. They back in April though, they had 62,000 active addresses, and we see the potential here, right? And a lot of these gaming coins, and gaming in general, if you take Call of Duty for example, there's a huge boom 1 or 2 months, and then boom, the game dies. Maybe people come back in December when they get their game early, blah blah blah. But usually that's how it is with gaming, so it doesn't really surprise me. The transaction count, we can see here, 80,000 transactions. So everything is kind of down, but like I said, it's really to be expected. And the last thing is the total addresses. So they have a lot of addresses. I think that's good, but just people are kind of not really interacting with it that much. So that's a little bit of a risk, but I don't see it being too much of a risk. And the transaction count. So that's pretty much it. So their website doesn't really tell you much. You know, they have a Beam companion app that you could download on in the App Store. They have a marketplace. They have a Beam hub, so this is where you can see all the games. They have a bridge, the dev documents, and the Beam swap. I think it looks beautiful. Don't get me wrong. If you're watching the video, look at it. It looks beautiful, but it doesn't say much, right? So this is kind of like their NFT collections. I will say though, you know, the volume is okay. You know, not that bad of a volume, but you know, it could be higher, right? These are all the NFTs that they have, obviously for the different games. The insights, if you go here, it's not, you know, not much is kind of like moving, right? I mean, there is volume, but not really. And if you take a look at it, you know, the floor price is, you know, not that much, which again, these are 4 games. So obviously it's good that it's not like $2 million like on CSGO or something, which eventually, you know, who knows, it might go there. This is the bridge. I just want to show you, you know, the fees. So it's around like what, like 50 something cents for the swap, for the bridging, I mean. So these are the games. I have a special, you know, opinion on Off the Grid. Off the Grid looks amazing. Right now they don't have that many games though. Like they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 games. So really not that many, but hopefully this changes. Here though, we can see that they have 232 games, but this is between like kind of like everything. And what I mean by everything, I mean that they recently updated, partner up with Immutable X, CK EVM. So it's been a while, right, since we first announced our collaboration with Immutable in December 2023. So, you know, it looks like they are, you know, it looks like they're partnered up with obviously the biggest gaming blockchain out there, and they're doing that, you know, to kind of have everyone win together, right? At least that's what I think. The token can also be used for governance. Governance is on chain, which I really, really like and really, really enjoy. We can see the forums here and the proposals here as well. This is really important. So you can check it out. I couldn't find the vesting schedule. The vesting schedule is still not finished until I think 2025 or 2026. So that's also something to be concerned about. And I'm gonna say this. I found this. This is like their treasury. They have 235 million in value. And wait until you see their ROIs. Ether 1,800%. Safon 1,400%. Toncoin 423%. Lava Labs 120%. So if you don't know what the hell you're doing, just go on their treasury, see whatever they're gonna invest on, and invest in it. Because damn, what the, you know, some people, you know, this is insane, right? This is insane. So it clearly looks like they have a lot of money in the treasury to reinvest in the ecosystem. So definitely a plus. And this was last updated June 30th, 2024. So hopefully they update this, but we are in September. And the last but not least, TVL. So it was skyrocketed in March. It recently has gone down, but it's 3 million, which is not a lot, but it does look like it's picking back up. Like the low was 2.6 billion, now it's coming back up a little bit. So, and core developers, so they had 10 developers back in October, November, so at least they have some developers working on the project, and you know, hopefully the number keeps increasing, right? So what do I think about the project? Obviously, I'm invested in Beam. I'm, you know, I don't want to sound biased, but after researching everything, it does look like they are moving in the right direction. Obviously, gaming, you know, if you have one good game, that's really all you need. And I do think then partner up with Immutable and every other partner that Immutable has, I think is also a good thing, right? So I think, you know, it's really highly speculative and really high risk, but I do think it's high reward. I do think it's gonna go up to $5-10 billion in market cap. Like if we look at Merit Circle, obviously it's gonna be a bad representation, but no, bad example. For some reason I thought it was up a little bit more, but I do think it's gonna go back up to $2 billion in market cap. I just think it's with the hype, like in crypto, everything is about hype, and there's a lot of hype around Beam, in my opinion. Build on Beam, search it up on Twitter. So I definitely think it's gonna go to at least $5 to $10 billion market cap, easily. But anyways, in trick to your thoughts, please let me know what you think about Beam in the video. And as always, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.